Go, 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 go.
From Lucasfilm, the company that has done more to destroy everything you love since your ex-wife got all your stuff in the divorce, comes the series that literally has no stakes because you know the main character has to live long enough just to die at the end of Rogue One. Andor. Meet Cassian Andor, the title character, a space immigrant who grew up on a Lord of the Flies mining planet, who now lives in a junkyard like Fat Albert and the Cosby Kids, with a bootleg version of Wally who gets peed on by a space dog, pig, thing, I'm not sure what this animal's supposed to be, and is now on the run after killing two guys. Watch as Cassian Andor is hunted by discount Kyle MacLachlan, who's the only American on this show, as for some reason he's been cast as the bad guy. Nice way to be subtle with your subtext there. Now, Cassian Andor must elude security forces by walking, strolling, sauntering, strutting, ambulating. Yeah, I'm running out of synonyms for walking here. Can we get to something interesting, please? Then, after 2.5 episodes, there's finally some action, with a generic shootout in a garage, where pulleys take out more bad guys than the actual weapons do. You know, this show is about a guy who crosses the border illegally, murders 2 people, and is now running from the Federales. Are you sure the Latino community wants to take ownership of this one? Diego Luna stars in the series that is ultimately completely pointless in Dead Man Walking. How is this Star Wars' prestige show? It's quite literally about nothing. At least Seinfeld was about a bunch of neurotic a-holes who were undateable in New York. That was at least something. This guy's just walking around for an hour and a half. The following video is brought to you through the generous support of viewers like you. If you like this content, then please consider subscribing, liking, and sharing this video. And for those who are in the position to donate, this channel thanks you. And so does this orange cat. K-Smell presents Now That's What I Call Lilith Fair. All the ambivalent hits of the 90s you probably forgot, such as Four Non Blondes, Hey, Emmy Lou Harris, Sean Colvin, Sarah McLachlan, Juliana Hatfield, Tracy Chapman. You got a fast car, I got tickets anywhere. Susanna Hoffs, Joan Osborne, Letters to Cleo. Annie DeFranco, Indigo Girls, Jewel. And sadly, many more. Act now and we'll throw in, I guess if we have to, the best of Seattle, featuring Soundgarden. Black hole sun, won't you come? Alice in Chains. Yeah, they come to snuff the rooster. And Pearl Jam. Send no money to K-Smell the 90s, Box 000, Seattle, Washington. Can you K-Smell the 90s? I can.
Alright, you should be able to hear me. Should. If everything works. Can you see me now? Because I can see myself in my playback. twice. I can see myself in my playback twice over. No, everything's fine. Nope, everything's fine on my end. Nope, everything's fine on my end. Fine on my end. Unless YouTube's doing the thing or my internet's doing the thing, but it's not right now, so we should be. I'm only streaming at 30 too, so everything's fine on my end. So I don't know what's going on. Maybe you gotta update your browsers or watch on the phones or whatever, but it's fine on my end. I'm getting excellent connection. I have fine bit rate, no dropped frames. And yeah, so I don't know. It's probably somebody flagging it. That's usually what happens. So YouTube will bury it if for whatever. I don't know why. I don't know. If people are flagging it, it is just okay. It's lower than the recommendeds. It says my audio bitrate is lower. Okay, my audio bitrate's actually higher, so. Sean Russell, I see living people. Thank you. Hello. I got this Mary Sue article. Did you see this crap? This one came out a couple days ago, yesterday. This freaking thing I gotta yell about. So I had to wear the low-cut shirt. I can see it here just fine. Oh, good. Yeah, I'm fine on my end, so. Excuse me. All right, I'll try not to cough into the mic if I do have any.
Excellent!
The Mary graphics. Mary Sue. Oh, for crying out loud. I gotta yell about this. I just see the freaking title. And it triggers me. We got this one. We got this Indiana Jones news. We got a lot of topics. Wednesday news. Solo a Star Wars story. Seriously? There's an Oceans remake, another one. So this is everything we're covering today. I got a lot of news. So we probably got about an hour at least. And coming up, I'm going to be doing some What the Dub. It's Wednesday. We'll either do What the Dub or Wheel of Fortune or whatever people decide. New Bond. Well, the new Bond. Okay, the new Bond. We'll let Rob talk about the new Bond. Rob, you want to talk about Bond? Or is he doing Christmas lights still? I think he's taking out Christmas lights. We'll talk about the new Bond. Let me grab it. Let me grab the Bond. Bond news. Oh, for crying out loud. News. New James Bond. I have to be more specific, really? You don't... That Aaron Taylor Johnson guy. Oh, God. We got that. And we got Marvels stuff. We got Marvels. Which one's the Marvels? I can't remember which one that is. Who knows? We'll get to it. Kick-Ass is a new Bond. He looks too young, doesn't he? Here, look at him. We'll get to it. Well, I didn't see Kick-Ass, so I'm like, eh. I mean, he met with Barbara Broccoli, rumor has it. Or was that one confirmed? I can't remember. He did indeed sit with Broccoli, and the meeting went well. He reportedly checks all the boxes. He's a great actor, accomplished, but not particularly famous. Uh-huh. Yeah, that's the thing. He's not really... I don't like his chin or his face. I didn't like Daniel Craig as Bond either, though. I'm not a Daniel Craig fan. Can you drive a stick? Probably, if he's British. I'm gonna assume they can. Meh. Alright, I don't have a whole lot to say about the Bond thing. The last Bond couldn't drive a stick. Of course not. Here, I want to start out with this one here. Is it this one? No, this one. Strange World, 4 days ago. This is a bit older of an article. Huge Disney box office flop is now #1 on Disney Plus. Disney's Strange World, which completely bombed at the box office, has risen to #1 on Disney Plus, which could signal a late rise in popularity. Oh, nobody's going to care about this. They're going to turn it on and walk out of the room and forget it's on. They're going to turn it on and get on their phones and start texting. They're going to turn this thing on and they're going to ignore the fact that it's on. It is that unremarkable, is that uninteresting, is that unspectacular. They made it so bland and boring and generic. And it's got diversity, so nobody's going to watch it who's against the whole Disney whatever objective. So those people aren't going to even watch it. I watched about 10 minutes of it. I tried to watch it. Like, it was just so boring. I turned it off about 10 minutes in. Because I just don't care about any of these people. We got like up to the point where, because it's so predictable too. It's like, oh, and it's going to be a quirky family. And he's going to have to go and meet up with his dad who has to learn to accept him. And he's going to have to go and do this thing. And his kid's going to somehow find his way there. Oh, of course, there's his kid. And the dog's going to follow. And then there's his wife. And then they all end up on this adventure together. Of course they are. So you can tell every beat by beat what's going to happen. And you know he's going to reunite with his father in the end. This one. Because there's like a grandfather who doesn't like the fact that the son isn't an explorer. And it's so environmental. I just turned it off. It was so dumb. It is another one of these generic dime a dozen sort of movies that just doesn't need to exist. It doesn't say anything new. It doesn't say anything interesting. It doesn't add anything to the conversation. It's this retro futuristic something, whatever, where everything looks like old-fashioned, like farm equipment, but it's all in the future. You don't know if they're in outer space. You don't know if they're... I'm remembering a surprising amount of this, actually. For only watching maybe 10 or 15 minutes in. I think we made it about 30, to be honest. Disabled dog. Yeah, there's supposed to be a disabled dog. I couldn't make it as far. I'm like, oh, the dog's going to come along. He's going to get hurt. We need to turn it off now because I don't want to hear the dog getting hurt. For him to become disabled. I didn't want to hear that part. So that's where I turned it off. I'm like, oh, no. If that dog's going to be walking around with a limp or a yelp or just one yelp out of that, and I'm out. So after bombing at the box office. Yeah, because nobody knew what the crap it was. Do you think people are going to rush out and spend a crap ton of money? Do you know how much money it is to see a movie? Do you know how much money? Matinee to see Avatar. It's like $20, $23. Okay? Then you're spending another on one drink, like one icy and one thing of popcorn. Pretty much $10, and that's pretty much after tax, because they get it to like, oh, it's $8.25 for this thing, and $7.57 for this, and then by the time your taxes, then it's $20. So pretty much your 20. So $50 just for a couple to see this, give or take. Not to mention if you got kids. You bring in your little brats to see this thing. What if you got 2 kids and, mom and dad, and then everybody wants snacks? Do you think they're going to want to see this? So they're going to wait until it's on Disney Plus. And then they're going to be bored and turn it off. But you know what? There's nothing else on Disney Plus. There's Willow. Everybody's gay in Willow. Willow is only for drama geeks who grew up watching the original Willow and Labyrinth and every other sort of that sort of thing. That's who's watching Willow. And even those people don't like Willow. This film features an ensemble cast led by Jake Gyllenhaal and Lucy Liu. Lucy Liu, if she's... Oh, she's the other one. Never mind. Was notable for introducing Disney's animation's first openly LGBTQ plus lead character. Yeah, the teenage son's gay. He's hot for another boy, and the dad's like, you should go flirt with this boy. Do you like this boy? So automatically, that crowd's gonna hate this movie. Like, they're gonna hate it just on principle alone. Oh, you know that crowd. So they're just gonna hate it. But for me, it was just so predictable. I'm like, I know exactly where this is going. This is nothing I haven't seen 1,000 times over. This has so many elements of better Disney and Pixar sort of movies in it, and I don't see a lot of them. I'm like, oh, this is a little bit like Up, and this is a little bit like this one and that one. Despite generally favorable reviews, Strange World had a rough run in the theaters. But it is making a stark rise with at-home streaming. See, nobody knew what the crap it was, though. Yeah, that's the gay kid, right? Or is that the wife? The characters you can't tell apart either. I couldn't tell the son apart from the wife. That was a problem. However, the film's box office failure isn't an anomaly for Disney, but rather the next in line, a line of relatively unsuccessful Disney animated films. Oh, man. Prior to Strange World came Lightyear in June, which nobody liked either because everybody's on this anti-Disney agenda. But for me, I'm like, who wants a Buzz Lightyear movie that doesn't have anything to do with Toy Story? Who wants the movie that Andy liked? Because Andy had crappy taste in movies, from what I heard. Right? Many attribute Strange World's failure to Disney promoting Lightyear so much more, but Lightyear failed too. Lightyear is too heavily promoted? I don't think it was heavily promoted. I think we all forgot about it. Another potential reason for the film's box office flop is the date of its release, which perfectly aligned with the release of Black Panther: Wakanda Forever only 2 weeks prior. Well, no, because by then, Black Panther... Their box office drop, here, let's look this up. Didn't they have like a pretty harsh box office drop? So this is a lie right here. Box office drop. Drop week 2. Here we go. 63%. It dropped 63% on its second weekend. So that's a lie. We know this because of Box Office Mojo. The Menu got a 9 million opening. So yeah, it was still kind of climbing, but for crying out loud. There's also been speculation against the backlash against Strange New World's LGBTQ plus characters could have contributed to the poor performance. Oh yeah, everybody's all, they're grooming the children lately. Everybody turned into church ladies. Could have contributed to poor performance, particularly after the Florida governor, Ron DeSantis, blah, 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 shut up. Pull my ear hair out with that. Not like I have any. That makes me want to. I'm so tired of hearing about it. However, it's unlikely any one cause can be attributed to Strange World's failure, and instead is a combination of many factors. Well, one, parents are finally getting off their butts and noticing what their stupid kids are watching. Maybe. For once. I don't know. Maybe people are throwing temper tantrums over every little thing being different, and everything's bad. Everything's a remake. Everything is here. We have to amend and atone and give this like it got boring with the rainforest crap in the 80s. I got sick of hearing about saving the stupid whales too. You know, we don't want to be preached to all the time. Despite being a box office bomb, however, There's a potential for Strange World to become massively successful. John Russell groomers. You're grooming me. I don't know if you can type that. They might steal that one. Despite being a box office bomb, however, there's potential for Strange World to become massively successful on streaming services. Many viewers compare the film to Encanto, which had an underwhelming premiere in theaters an opening weekend, but managed to become a massive success after buzz from fans, critics, and boosts on social media. With Strange World now available to watch on demand at home. Perhaps the animated film will finally get the attention it deserves. Is the Save the Whales campaign? I hope not. I hope not. Well, maybe. But no, these characters are dumb and bland and boring and generic, and they look exactly like the other characters that we've had a million times before in these dumb Disney movies. And it just got old. So that's what I gotta say on Strange World. And nobody threw a temper tantrum with the pedo jokes in friggin' Airplane like they do with all this stuff. And these aren't even like jokes. This is just showing people. I'm just over it. I'm really over it. Why Strange World's credits are still worth sticking around for? They're not. It's not even an interesting world to look at. It doesn't have a post-credit scene, but still, watch the credits because it's pretty. No, it's really not. I mean, it's got a dumb, cute dog. Official clip. See, that's what it looks like. Here. It's a puppy guy. I don't know. Like I said, the characters were hard to tell apart. That's the family. Remember how I said, is that the wife or is that the kid? Like, sometimes you forget. It's like, was that the girl or is that the boy? Ferngully did all this in the 80s, right? Didn't they? Strange World. So that's what's going on in Strange World. I am Mecca and I'm not recording this and I should be. That's all I gotta say about this. It was just a dumb, bad movie. Alright, where's my next article? I got a couple here. I have a few. That's Wakanda. Don't care, don't care. Oh no. We've got Marvel's stuff. What was the Marvel's news? Oh, do we want the Marvel's news? It's supposed to be bad, but not really. But how bad can it actually be? I mean, as far as like, we know it's going to be bad, and we know it's going to be cringe, but can we just have some fun with it, maybe? Comingsoon.net. Oh, they got, yeah, here we go. Here's additional writers. I don't think it's going to be that... I mean, it's going to be bad. Don't get me wrong, but I think it's going to be something we can have a lot of fun with, especially if they give us that stupid dance sequence that they were going to give us, you know? That was going to be fun and stupid. You know, just like the Brie Larson, you know, screwing the light bulb and pet the goat dance from her Basmati Blues thing. I think that's going to be fun to laugh at. What do you guys think? Funny and boring is the benchmark for how bad an MCU can get along with Doctor Strange and the multiverse of cameos. I didn't like the Doctor Strange one. Alright, here we go. We'll do a quick commercial while I grab the next thing here.
Are you a boat asshole who needs to transport an army? Did you forget to pack enough supplies for a full complement of horses? Don't want to deal with the foul smell from below decks? Or did you just forget because you rushed off into battle because some blonde chick with pointy ears showed up out of nowhere and told you to? Well, at 1-800-BOAT-ASSHOLE, we've got you covered. From cavalry to show jumping, let us fulfill all your equine needs. Perfect for the army on the go. 1-800-BOAT-ASSHOLES, because you can't spell asshole without horse.
I couldn't decide which thing I was gonna get. I don't know. Which article? Which article? I'll do the quick Wednesday one here. What the hell was that? What was that noise? I have no idea what that noise was. Who knows? All right. Here we go. Which... Did I lose my... Oh, no. Professionalism. I don't have it. There we go. Forbes says there may be a problem with Wednesday season 2. Oh, really? Here's my problem with Wednesday season 2. I'm not recording any of this. Like a dum-dum. There may be a problem with Wednesday season 2. I'll be the judge of that. Forbes is saying here on our article. I am Mecca. Please subscribe. Please hit the thumbs up button. Tell us in chat things that start with the letter W to go along with Wednesday. I don't know why I'm doing that. Why are we doing that? Comment about that too, I suppose. Is it interaction? It tells YouTube that people actually want to hear what I have to say. Because YouTube seems to think that just because some people are mad at me, that nobody wants to hear what I have to say. That's not true. There may be a problem with Wednesday season 2. My problem with Wednesday season 2 is I heard rumors. Actually, I heard the counter to the rumors before I heard the rumors. That apparently Wednesday was part of this MGM thingy where it was supposed to be on Amazon Prime. Well, the first part of what I heard was, no, Wednesday is not leaving the Netflix for Amazon Prime. And I had never heard the rumor. Is this the Forbes thing? Is this the rumor? Because this is from January 3rd. While Netflix often likes to take their sweet time with show renewals, at this point, after 6 weeks of Wednesday being one of its biggest series ever, it does seem like we're waiting a weirdly long time for an announcement of season 2, or 3, or 4 for a renewal of the show. I did review Wednesday. I watched it. Go check out my review of Wednesday. I think they're just waiting to see if they can get any of the cast back, or the directors, or maybe some rights issues. Because I thought, and I was under the impression, correct me if I'm wrong, that Wednesday was supposed to be a limited run series to begin with. Let's look that up. Wednesday limited run series. Limited run Wednesday series. Wednesday. I can't talk. Wedness series. I can't type sideways with my left hand. Was it a limited run? Wednesday Netflix. Is it a limited series? This is from September 2023. This is before it premiered. Will it be a limited series? Does it say? Spin-off of Beheading to Netflix preview. Let me see. It's already announced that MGM is the production studio behind the development of Wednesday on board. Let me read it. I should have read this one first because I thought that we were going the other direction with this. I apologize. I was under the impression this was like a limited run series. When is its release date? Because they kept pushing this back and pushing this back, as I recall, right? Jenna Ortega. She's been in The Babysitter. I didn't see it. She's been in a whole bunch of stuff. Good. Good for her. Well, for crying out loud, it doesn't say. When does it start? Filming. Post-production, principal photography. What's the episode count? Total of 8 episodes. Is it unlimited? Here we go. Okay, so they didn't know then. I was under the impression that they were probably leaning towards it, though. Okay, I was wrong. There's no doubt in our minds Wednesday's going to be extremely popular with subscribers and is likely going to be one of the biggest original releases in Netflix since Stranger Things, Umbrella Academy, or The Witcher. The idea of a second season is likely to rest heavily in the hands of Tim Burton, who has the reins on the series as showrunner, director, and executive producer. Oh, okay. So, my guess is that Tim Burton's probably holding out for either more money, more creative control, something. He probably wants to say, well, hey, it's a big hit now. Let's talk about what's in it for me if he negotiates a second. Because usually when they only sign on for one, he probably wants more. He probably wants more for the second season. I don't know. That's what I would assume. If that's the case, it might be bad. I don't like his little Tim Burtonisms. That's my thing. I don't know. Let's see. So what does Forbes say? They often like to take their time with renewals. Now, it may be coming into focus what exactly is going on here, and it has to do with the rights to the series, which, as it turns out, are not Netflix's to fully do with as they please. Okay, here's what we know more than me speculating. While Netflix is the distributor for Wednesday, the show is not made in-house. Rather, it's MGM. Back in March of 2022, Amazon and MGM closed with $8.5 million merger. While at the time the deal was made, Amazon said they had no plans to make an all-MGM content exclusive to Prime Video. You may start to understand what may be going on here behind the scenes. One of two things may be unfolding now. The most drastic potential move would be that given to Prime Video. So this is the one. Forbes is the one spreading rumors that is going to Amazon. Here we go. Given that Prime is a direct video rival, Amazon plays hardball and potentially yanks Wednesday season 2 from Netflix and puts it on their service instead. And presumably its follow-up season would be a big draw on its own platform. Or Netflix has to pay Amazon a huge amount of money in order to keep future Wednesday seasons on Netflix. That probably has more likely to do with it. I still think maybe there's some other behind-the-scenes money issues going on. My money is on Netflix doing whatever it takes. So this is what, Paul Tassi saying this? Okay, so he's got a lot of speculation in here. What does CBR say? Noah Dominguez. I'm saying that name wrong. An insider has put kibosh on the rumors and speculation. Can you say the word kibosh if your name is Dominguez? Dominguez? Can you use that word? Are you cultural appropriating here? Netflix hit Addams Family series Wednesday could be moving to an Amazon-owned service such as Prime for freebie for its potential second season. Earlier, The Independent reported that Wednesday might leave Netflix. Okay, so it was on The Independent. It wasn't in Forbes. That's who the rumor came from, huh? IndieWire has now debunked such claims. An anonymous source with knowledge of the situation told so that could just be anybody. Maybe the rumor is true now. An anonymous source with knowledge of the situation. I'm an anonymous source with the knowledge. Like, I know a little bit of what's going on in the situation. That could be anybody who's read an article on it, for crying out loud. They have to get a second season. She doesn't have the gay yet, right? Thank you so much, John Rousel. The situation, an anonymous source told the outlet that the deal Netflix and MGM struck for Wednesday was locked in well before Amazon purchased the company. Okay. IndieWire also pointed out that even as the Independent report mentioned, Amazon has been toying with the idea of making MGM content non-exclusive. That's pretty much what the other one said. So this actually got pretty interesting.
Excellent!
One source did tell what's on Netflix that Amazon could potentially break MGM's contract with Netflix early, but that it would not be easy. Notably, Walt Disney Company terminated its license agreement with Netflix in order to bring Marvel shows like Daredevil and Jessica Jones over to Disney Plus prematurely. Ending its deal is said to have cost the House of Mouse $1 billion, based on the company's Q2 earnings. Ooh. There you go. That's interesting. Okay, so yeah, it's money behind the scenes stuff. That's probably why they haven't announced it officially. They're probably that's probably just the little linchpin. They probably have everybody on board already signed. That's what I'm guessing. They usually do, at least for the actors. They'll have them on board for 3 seasons? 5 seasons, depending. So that is the Wednesday news, and I am going back to my live chat. Don't you go anywhere. Who wants her to be the gay? Oh, it's the stupid Twitter. Twitter does. Twitter wants her to have the gay. 2 people on Twitter. You know how it always goes. 2 people on Twitter want something, so then it's all people want it, right?
Coming soon to Animal Planet. What happens when you take the Summer of Love's fiery but mostly peaceful protesters and you combine them with shark interactions? You get one wacky petting zoo reality TV show mashup that you don't want to miss. Don't miss Autonomous Zone Petting Zoo, the only reality series where the sharks pet you. Coming to Animal Planet.
This is creepy and weird. Weird, creepy article. I gotta do this one too. Lucasfilm loves us. They really, really love us and listen to us and care what we have to say. I can't even get through the intro. I'm Becca. Please subscribe to the channel. Hit the thumbs up. Comment. Talk in chat. Substitute any word with a love. Like, I love. No, that's not a good one. They love us, don't they, so much. I can't do this. I'm not good at doing this. Anywhere. Like The Love Jedi or Return of the Love or anything dumb like that because they love us so much. I couldn't think of any Lucasfilms. Solo, a Love Wars story. Speaking of, Solo, a Love Wars story, director Ron Howard makes a bizarre claim that Lucasfilm loves the fans and really, really do listen. No, I know they hear what we say. We know this. But for crying out loud, they also hear whatever the media makes up we say. The media says they're all a bunch of istophobes, and that's what Lucasfilm tells their directors. Okay? And now this is just trying to save face for calling us all istophobes all these years. Calling us all, oh, you were presumed to have voted the wrong way, therefore you're an ist and a phobe, and we hate you and you're less than. And no, we don't want your money because you're this or that. I don't even care about spending money on this, but I like to watch it for free to react and riff and make it better, basically, with the little stupid commercials that I forced Rob to make at gunpoint. That's not true. Solo, a Star Wars story, director Ron Howard recently made the bizarre claim that Star Wars parent company Lucasfilm actually loves their fans and listens to them, despite repeated evidence to the contrary. Oh, where they have derided and denigrated them. Well, some of them. Right, like some of them, they kind of count Lucasfilm employees as some of these little idiot writer girls from the High Republic, you know, the Get High Republic, the ones who are like, we don't like people who look like you because we're more oppressed than you, nana nana boo boo, you know, that type of crap. I think they hear it, but I don't think they listen. I think they hear that people don't like it and they just don't care. Because they just view everybody as, oh, they're just complaining again. Because they don't see now as any different than when people complained about the Phantom Menace. Let's be honest. I don't feel that they think we're any different from when people were genuinely complaining that the Phantom Menace. Did I say Phantom? The Phantom Menace, the prequels got a lot of heat. All right, the prequels got a lot of heat, a lot of complaints. There was a lot of fans really, really mad about the prequels. There's a lot of fans mad about the special editions. They don't see any difference between us complaining now as then, other than we just have louder voices to do it. We just have more of a platform. There's more of us. So I think that freaks them out, but then they have all this money to bot and paint the narrative with the media so they can blow smoke up the investors' ass. I think that's what they really need to be concerned with, is what they're doing with the investors' money on this. Because not everybody's okay with the powers that be going and dwindling away here and there for identity politics and stuff. Not everybody is okay with that. Right? Pretending that everybody's just going along with this is no. That's not alright. Howard then went on to claim that Lucasfilm loves its fans. He stated, but there's some great characters launched, and the folks from Lucasfilm love the fans and really do listen. So I would never say never, but I'm not aware of any concrete plans to right now to extend the story or deal with that particular set of characters. Oh, did I skip a thing? I skipped a thing. Speaking with NME, this is where they said it's up to Lucasfilm or the fans about Solo a Star Wars story. No, they're not doing Solo a Star Wars story 2. That's what this was from. I saw that article going around where they're like, nope, we're not doing Solo a Star Wars story 2. And we're like, no poop. We know that. We absolutely know 100% you're not doing another Solo a Star Wars story because this lost money. Lucasfilm doesn't want to lose money. They want to still convince everybody to watch the thing. And their thought is, oh, we just put too many out too close together. They'll forget they didn't like it, just like they forgot they didn't like the prequels. And heck, some of them came around because of these. So... while providing an update on a possible sequel to Solo a Star Wars story. My patootie! Howard first indicated that Lucasfilm had no intentions of making a sequel after the film bombed at the box office, despite the film being an obvious vehicle for spin-offs, with the return of Maul and recasting of Lando Calrissian and Han Solo with younger actors. Not only that, the movie wasn't that good. It's not just that The Last Jedi sucked. It's like, this one was stupid too. This is Enfys Nest. This is Erin Kellerman from The Willow Show. This is a little redhead girl. This is a little redhead girl. Go away, little girl, I call her. Erin, go away, little girl Kellyman. Enfys Nest. My God. Howard told the outlet, the only discussion that I'm aware of is a sequel is coming from the fans at this point. Yeah, those are the only people talking about a sequel. And every now and then you see on Twitter, oh, Solo deserves a sequel. And every time it gets slapped down immediately because nobody wants a sequel to Solo. I'm sure 2 people do. I kind of would want to see what it is out of curiosity. It would be bad, though. It would be really, really bad. And we know it would be bad. Because what can they do with these characters now that they've already screwed them up? This is going to be that unspoken of sequel. Well, unless they don't stop, they need to stop talking about it, I think. It needs to be like the Ewok movie. I think that's where they're coming from. They're going to treat these like the Ewok movies. Oh, we just won't talk about them. Or the holiday special. This is why they don't care. This is why they don't care, because they don't have to. Oh, shut up, Kathleen Kennedy. Oh, shut your mouth. It's hard to imagine Lucasfilm loves its fans when Lucasfilm president Kathleen Kennedy has made it crystal clear from the onset that she set out to radically alter the company and the products it creates. Back at 2015's Fortune magazine's Most Powerful Women Summit, Kennedy revealed the role she's playing in making Rey the main character in The Force Awakens. She responds by saying, "It's one of the first things JJ and I talked about, and we talked to Alan Horn about it, and it's a very early decision and a choice, something that we worked in a long time developing." Oh, so it's her responsibility. She stated, "I think the interesting path we've had is the conversation that took place around consumer products, because there are a lot of companies that were in place who frankly didn't initially feel that Star Wars was for girls. Shut up. It was better when it wasn't. If you're a girl and you like Star Wars, it's because you don't want to be freaking into the Disney princess stuff. I mean, I guess you can. Some of them can. But you like it because it's not. You like it because it's Star Wars, because it's like playing with Hot Wheels or your brother's stuff or the cool kids stuff. That's why you like Star Wars. Because it's its own thing. It's not something that was for girls. It wasn't rainbow crapping bright. It's Kathleen Kennedy. Where's my writing crop? Kathleen stupid Kennedy. How long is that? That's a 20-minute thing. Rob will find it if he edits this. I'm tired of yelling about it. You need to make it for girls. You don't need to make it for crapping girls, lady. Because when you focus on making it for girls, then it's the audience you got doesn't want it. Baba, you're in a sweater. Disney Ghirardelli shop. Let me guess. You spent $15 for an ice cream sundae there, too. Am I right? Am I right? Disney, you're Las Vegas without the charm. I am Mecca. I don't want Star Wars to be for girls. I liked it better when it was just Star Wars. I'm going back to my live chat. Don't you go anywhere. Jon Favreau isn't saving Star Wars. No. They're not. They're not saving anything. But for crying out loud, at least we can mock it now. See, I don't feel bad about mocking it when it's bad. I'm not such an uber fan that it breaks my heart when it's bad anymore. I'm not. Speaking of, I'm not an uber fan. Where is it? Girls aren't the problem, it's the terrible writing, right? Speaking of terrible writing, Rob, you want to be on any of these? Do you want to be in on any of these? We got Indiana Jones news. He doesn't care. I gotta yell about this Mary Sue article, too. Oh my god. Kathleen Kennedy failed upward. She did. They all do. Did you see that? Did you see that? We love the fans. We really do.
No, who's saying this?
Ron Howard.
Well, Ron Howard. I think Ron Howard does. And they do really listen. They don't
hear the right message. They hear what the media says about us.
Effie's Nest is a bad character. Right, more diversity. No, it's a bad character.
No, you just hate women of color.
They listen to fans, but they have a convenient excuse for everything.
Right.
The Effie's Nest reveal was stupid. You just hate women of color.
Well, no one can hear you because you're on the other side of the mic. You want to see this Indiana Jones article? It's the last place.
It's in last place as far as
for interest.
Yeah.
God, there she is.
There's boob. Booberific.
Phoebe Waller-Poob. There she is.
No, your place to stay on Leno, Dan. Phoebe Waller.
I just can't be mad at it because it's like, well, it was bad last time. What are you gonna do? Fix it to make it work? Like you can't.
They haven't learned.
Let me try. Let me record this. Here. I just can't be mad because the last one was so terrible. I am Mecca, and I know. I probably will yell at some point in this video, but for crying out loud. It's just sad at this point. This Indiana Jones. Who are you? Why are you here, News?
I'm Rob off camera. And I was Indiana Jones for Halloween one year. I guess that makes me an expert. I was 2 Halloweens. I was Indiana Jones. You know.
Dial of Destiny, not to be confused with the Pick of Destiny, is pacing far behind Transformers: Rise of the Beasts, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, and the Pick of Destiny Volume 2. That's not a real thing, but they probably... Maybe it is. I don't know.
Do you think when Kathleen Kennedy hears the Indiana Jones theme, she hears it as poop a poop 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 a poop poop a poop 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 a poop poop poop?
Dial of Destiny film is reportedly pacing far behind rival films Transformer, Rise of the Beasts, and Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. Are they rival films at this point?
Hold on, wait a minute. Oh,
Who's watching Indiana Jones?
This picture looks this picture looks weird. Okay? That's not a man's profile. That is not a man's profile.
Oh.
Listen, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong, okay? But that does not look like a man's profile. The shoulders aren't nearly broad enough.
You think it's all bony and pointy like her neck?
The neck looks a little on the thick side, but... Actually, wait a minute. She does have a rather thick neck for a woman. Oh my god, I think that's poob.
Alright,
Did we just make a discovery?
Puck Magazine's Matthew Phony Baloney claims Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny significantly underperformed compared to the Transformers. There's a Transformers movie? And the Guardians of the Galaxy at Brazil Comic-Con at the beginning of December. That's where they dropped the trailer. Yeah, probably because nobody knows who this woman is. Who's this British woman who keeps popping up and everything?
I'm Poob, that's who I am. I'm Poob. No, you got me saying it now. Curse you, world-class BSers. I'm too ladylike to say that word.
Probably all for the best. You know, you might be right. You might be right. That's too skinny for a man, for Indiana Jones. Well, it's superimposed, too, so they might have the scaling wrong.
It's green screened.
Yeah,
so
they might have it scaled
The image
weird.
looks flat.
Alright. According to studio sources, Baloney reports Transformers Rise of the Beast racked up 506 million views across YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter. Guardians of the Galaxy 187 million, while Indiana Jones brought in 79 million views. Wow.
You just hate women, that's all.
Yeah, well, when it's, women like that. Indiana Jones with the Dial of Destiny director James Mangold calls leakers trolling a-holes. Oh, really?
That's a related story, yeah.
Oh, really? Yeah, that was the related story.
We covered that.
I covered that one. Maybe that's why people don't care.
Maybe that's why there's a glaring lack of interest.
It's like, oh, it's one of these again? Or maybe because the last one was terrible. Did we ever think of that? I don't know. I think so. So they're just reprinting what Matthew Phony Baloney has said. Rumor. Indiana Poob is going to replace Poob as the professor. Oh yeah, James Man, baby. I can't stand him. I think there is it no wonder. Well, but Lucasfilm loves us so much, though. Did you hear? They love us so very much, and they really, really listen. Yeah. I thought you listened. We don't like Phoebe Waller-Bridge. We didn't like her when she was L337 and she was yelling, "Droid lives matter."
Right, you didn't like her as L337.
We don't like Denfi's Nest, so why did you bring her back as Go Away Little Girl in the Willow series?
You didn't like her as L337. That's why we're making her Indiana Jones.
We don't like this one. Go Away Little Girl doesn't belong in anything. She needs to go away, little girl.
Do you think that reveal would have looked better?
L337. That's a stupid looking robot too. It looks like
Poob. Poob bot. Hello, I'm Pooba Baiga.
I'm in a sweater.
Yes, I'm in a sweater. Yeah.
Do you think that's that $15 chocolate sundaes that they sell in Vegas?
Oh look, yeah, they're in front of Ghirardelli's. This video is not sponsored by them. Yeah. But they're actually pretty good.
Are they? I haven't had one of theirs.
I've had their chocolate.
I've had their chocolate, but we didn't want to spend $30 for ice cream.
Yeah.
Greg Kirby! Poob is going to write and star in the indie TV series. I think so.
Yeah. It's going to be called The Adventures of Indiana Poob.
So Jeff from Woah Class BS came up with that. His story was he was typing Phoebe Waller-Bridge, and it's just easier to type boobs after 7,000 times.
He hasn't copyrighted it, so.
But I want to give him credit, just so you know. We laugh at it because he said it once, and we can't get over it. It was funny. So
you will address me.
I don't want people thinking I'm stealing it. I don't.
You'll address me by my proper name, Poob. Oh, you got me saying it now. Kathleen Kennedy's just like, I went through many late nights and bottles of Merlot to find a way to ruin Indiana Jones. You're not going to take this from me, Macarandum.
The new time period, it's going to be in the 1940s.
And the 1960s.
And the 1960s. He travels
and
back
ancient Rome.
And ancient Rome.
in the 1930s. They're gonna. It's like they got like a TARDIS now. They're gonna. I like that Doctor Who person, especially when he became a woman. So how can I use that now?
Baby! Oh, baby. There's the baby. The only thing that's good out of this is Baby Yoda.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's the only thing I liked. And I'm tired of him. I don't want to see his little stupid face anymore.
I'm willing to bet even money that's poop. That's
gotta be.
I'm willing.
Well, you're gonna have to go and find that now. I am going back to my live chat. Do you have anything else to say about Phoebe Waller?
Know your place and stay in your lane. I'm going to ruin this and you're going to like it.
She's our new Drop the Taco, everyone.
Yes. Boob.
Don't go anywhere.
See ya. I think that picture is a poob. I really do. I really think it's her.
It's probably her. Wakanda. I don't care. I don't care about this little Willow Star. Ruby Cruz is an alien with no eyebrows.
I don't.
Oh, I hate her head.
Listen, okay. You have too big a forehead. You have too big a forehead to go with no eyebrows. I know that. I don't know. God's sake. Remember, you never watched Seinfeld. They used to say that any deformity now is going to be women are going to find attractive. Ooh, that little. I'm not calling her deformed, but
go away, little girl.
God,
there she is. There's Emphy's nest. There's go away, little girl.
Stop putting in her thing. She's not a good actress. She's not believable as.
She's at the right body type and the right like she's probably a size 2. She probably weighs 98. But like they only put this type of teeny tiny little girls in these things.
She's as interesting. I'm trying to find a good metaphor. She's as interesting as Athlete's Foot. She looks like Athlete's Foot.
Every time you see her, what's her fucking name? Erin Kellyman.
Erin Kellyman. It's always like this face. Yeah.
She's
right.
another one.
All right, now let's show some emotion, Erin. Give me excited. Give me excited. Give me angry.
Stare at the camera and look like you don't want to be there.
Yeah, that's all she knows how to do.
Go away, little girl.
Go away.
Go away, little girl.
Go away. Go away. There's no way a group of hardened space pirates or global terrorists would ever follow you. I'm not saying they wouldn't follow women, but they wouldn't follow you.
Go away, little girl. Yeah, she's like, I want to be a pirate too. Go away, little girl. I want to be a knight too. Go away, little girl.
Go away, little girl.
I want to be a knight. Go away.
Go away.
Is there a Falcon and Winter Soldier?
Yeah, she was a leader of a global terrorist group.
Oh my God, she was in Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Yeah.
Disney's
Which is why I'm so glad I didn't watch
Screen Rant.
I'm so glad I had the opportunity to ruin that.
Their drive is a little bit more different, and their experiences are a bit different as well.
She sounds like that. She can't act.
Where's my check? Where's my check?
Love it. Now, with the character Carly, what did you want to bring to that?
So I didn't want to base my entire performance off the comics because it is a reinvention, and they are very different.
And I didn't want to read the comics because that would be work.
That would be work, and I couldn't do whatever I want because I'm a sensitive artist.
That's that poop. That's go away, little girl.
Let's go away.
Let's go away, little girl.
Go away, little girl.
That's Emphy's nest.
Galg. That's Galg.
Sometimes
go away, little girl. Galg.
Sometimes she has red hair.
Sometimes she has red hair, but she always has freckles and always looks awkward. She's not attractive.
She's not diverse, Rob. She doesn't have to be.
You're right. You're damn right. That's what diverse means now.
She doesn't have to be attractive.
Not fucking attractive.
She's not there for you to fuck, Rob. She's there for ugly girls to see themselves on screen, Rob. She's there for ugly girls to see themselves on screen. So they can cosplay and they can see themselves on screen,
so they don't
Rob.
feel left out. Yeah, great. How many fucking little girls are going to see Star Wars? How many little girls are watching?
Not anymore.
Fucking Falcon and the Winter Soldier. How many little girls are watching Willow? 0. But we have to make this relatable to
Yeah,
young
when I
girls.
was a kid, I never thought I'd imagine I would do anything action. I used to be really into sports, but I never thought I'd be into action shows or action movies or anything like that, or doing stunts. It's nice to bounce between Marvel, where it's quite actiony and get to have fun with stunts. Yeah, because you're so tiny that you won't break.
I can imagine, like, do you ever have someone who's just all bone, and no matter whatever you touch them, you hit bone?
Yeah.
That's what she's like.
That's what all of them are like. Well, they're also tiny.
She's like gangly. I picture like her falling off a truck and just like all limbs, no torso, just all limbs.
That's all of these little actresses, though. They got to put them in front so they don't look.
So that because these guys are tall. He's at least 6'4", and they can't have him be up front because then she'll look complete. She's got to be 5'2".
She's not. She's 4'11". Remember?
She's 4'11".
Yeah.
No, that was from
No. This one.
Ruby Cruz is 4'11".
Yeah.
You're shitting me.
No, you said she was.
Let me see. Yeah.
Height.
I should give her stats. God forbid you want to make yourself look pretty. Jeez.
Oh God. I'm non-binary.
I don't give a shit.
5'4". They say. Oh, she's not.
Which means she's 5'1".
She's not 5'4".
Whatever they say their height is, subtract 3 inches. Okay. How tall are you? I'm 5'1". You don't get parts of being 5'1", kid. You're 5'4". Everybody lies about their height.
And she might be 5'4". Let me see them next to each other here.
Erin Kellyman can't be more than 5'1".
I think she's a little taller, maybe.
5 feet 3 inches.
5'6".
So she's 5 foot.
5'6".
5'6". Erin Kelly. Well, this one says.
Oh,
5'3".
this one says 5'3". Wow.
So yeah, this is. Oh, okay. So she's saying celebrity heights. No, hold on. Keep going up. What does her IMDb say? 5'6". So
she probably is 5'3".
So she's 5'3".
5'4".
5'4". Okay. So I'm guessing she's anywhere between 5.
Maybe this was when she was a teenager, though. She
Maybe.
might have been younger here.
So
5'6".
I'm guessing anywhere between 5'1" and 5'4".
You see them next to each other, though.
I'm 5'7" on a good day. Okay. And I underachieved at that, but look, she's taller. She's
A lot of that's hair, too, though. Look at where her head goes.
She's slightly taller there. So she's slightly taller than her. So if she's 5'3", she's 5'4" on paper, 5'4". That's what we say now, 5'4" on paper.
Mm-hmm. 5'4" on paper. You're spreading misinformation about go away little girl Erin Kelly.
Yeah, do something about it, all right? What are you, your uncle? Your uncle?
What, is she running for office?
Yeah, God forbid you want to make yourself look pretty.
Her eyebrows. What's wrong with her? Oh,
God,
no.
go. Hollywood, take a pill.
They're remaking Oceans again. Oh, here, I gotta record this. This is funny.
All right, hang on. Let me exit. Okay?
All right.
God, I'm wound up about this.
He's obsessed with actresses' heights. They're remaking Oceans again. And I'm in Vegas and can mock them in person. I am Mecca. Why? Another one. Margot Robbie. Are you kidding me? And Ryan Gosling. Okay, she's box office poison at this point. Well, we'll see how well Barbie does. Okay, but I got a feeling Barbie might be one of those movies, though, that might be so bad it's like you can't take your eyes off of it. Weird, cringe, or it might just be stupid. Is this fake? Soon after finishing Barbie, Margot Robbie and Ryan Gosling's Ocean 11 movie is set to begin filming soon, according to a production list. Why are they remaking this? Why? They remade it already. Ocean's 11 was already a remake. Wasn't it? No. Despite the critical and commercial success of the female-led spin-off Ocean's 8, Warner Brothers Discovery is taking the future heist franchise in a different direction. No, that means it flopped. That means it didn't do as well as it could. That means it underperformed. That means nobody wanted to see it. I kind of want to see it now. The Whammon' one. In May 2022, Robbie was chosen to headline an Ocean's 11 prequel movie set in the 60s. Oh, it's a prequel. It's not a remake. It's a prequel from the 60s. It's a remake of the... Okay, huh. Well, now you got me curious. Set in 60s Europe. Rob, it's a prequel set in the 60s. Yeah, now I'm interested. Well, don't call it a remake, you dummies. Now I can't mock them. Well, are they going to film it here? Where are they going to film it? Well, they probably will, because sometimes downtown still looks like it did in the 60s. So, maybe. Everything we know. Here we go. It's a remake of the original. The film that starred the Rat Pack. Oh, they're not gonna be able to... That's so weird, because Vegas looks so different now. Are they gonna change where it's set? It can serve as a quasi-prequel to the Soderbergh trilogy, which is set in modern day. This seems to be the case, since the production listing describes it as both a prequel and a remake. It's a prequel remake. Oh, shit. Regardless, the new Ocean's 11 is primed for success. With box office poison Margot Robbie, but, her set in the 60s isn't going to be too bad. Yeah, that's kind of really the only thing she can do, is be cute in the 60s. Alright, that's weird. That's weird. I don't know if I like it. But I'm interested now. No release date. Filming set to start in a few months. A possible release window has become apparent, with past reports indicating it will be a bigger budget and affair and feel more theatrical and maybe even summer-worthy. The movie likely won't arrive before 2024. Until then, audiences can see Robbie and Gosling in the highly anticipated Barbie movie. I don't want to see it. I don't care about Barbie dolls. I am curious about this. Oh, here we got the teaser. Did you see this? I don't know if I want to see it. This is so weird. Then they smash their Barbies. Simu Lee's in there. Look at this. Where is he? This looks weird. It looks weird and creepy, doesn't it? Everybody looks like they have the gay. It looks like a Toy Story thing. I don't know. That's the Barbie movie. I am not a Barbie fan or any of that, so I'm probably not a good judge and don't know anything about it. I'm going back to my live chat. Don't you go anywhere. I'm not excited even for Avatar 2, so good luck, Hollywood. Be excited for the next movies. Avatar I can do without. I can do without the Avatar movies. They're kinda eh. What else we got? I think that was about it. Oh, the Marvels. Do we care about the Marvels? Do you care about the Marvels, yay or nay? I got like everything. Holy crap. Except the She-Hulk. Oh, the She-Hulk. You don't care about that? Yes or no? Because I can always do a video that's separate. I can save those two. Is Rob going to watch a Barbie movie? Probably not. So far, not a single movie seems worthy of my time. I got to respond to the Mary Sue, though. Here, we'll do the Mary Sue while I'm here. Mary Sue stop complaining about everything, their entire personality for 2023. I know I can't either. I am Becca, and of course I can take the joke that I'm probably very similar to this Looney Tunes crazy person here. Rachel Leichman from the Mary Sue. I saw this article going around. In 2023, can people stop making hatred of movies and TV shows their entire personality? Shove it up your backside, Rachel Leichman. Do you understand? Where'd my writing crop go? I don't know. Pretend I have it. Do you understand for 1 minute that is your entire personality is hating anything that isn't diverse enough, that isn't, or standing or shipping? That's your entire personality, just fanning shows. Because here's the thing, I don't hate everything as a personality trait. I mock it and laugh with it and then clip it for What the Dub. We play that on Wednesdays. Please come back. We will be making fun of the bad shows and the bad movies and the bad TV, along with some stuff that comes with the game. Just like we're Mystery Science Theater, because we're funny like that here. And you guys get to play along for free. So no, we're not just making that our entire personality. Okay, Rachel Leichman. And if it wasn't for these movies and these TV shows taking this antagonistic attitude with the viewing audience where, well, you're going to like it or else. And, well, you can't think it's bad as long as we point out it's bad. And you're just an ist. You're just a phobe. You just don't like women. You just don't like gay people. You just don't like people of diversity. Maybe stop making that the entire media MO. We hear it so many times. We have bingo cards going around for the excuses we hear. For crying out loud. There's bingo cards for New Trek, where they have so many tropes of Michael Burnham cries. Take a drink or something. It's more of a bingo game than a shot. Do not take a drink every time these shows do something stupid, because you will probably not survive that. That'd be a bad thing. Buzzword bingo. We have these buzzword bingos on these sites too. You see, it's a new version for modern audiences. Ding, there's another one. Where's my ding? I can bring out my ding, can't I? It's a new version for modern audiences. It needs to be more diverse. It needs to be more inclusive. It needs to be representative. And you need to see yourself on screen. Isn't the Mary Sue nothing but media criticism? Yes, I can't even say it. Media criticism. That's all Mary Sue is. They just critique and they complain and they piss and they moan. When they're not horny for Robin Hood or whatever other cartoon characters are out. That was one of them. They were dripping for cartoon characters. They were mad. That's the other thing. They're always trying to thirst after somebody. They always want to ship characters together. They always want to cast based on who they want to be with, or who they want their characters to be with half the time. Is this the one who wants to be Tom Holland's mama? Is that this one, Rachel Leichman? I'm Tom Holland's baby mama. Yeah, resident Spider-Man expert. That's this one. Her Twitter. This is her Twitter. I'm not blocked. Writer fangirl. She used to have Tom Holland's mom or something on there. Really? When you dislike a movie, you can do one of two things. Ignore that movie and move on with your life, or make it your entire personality. Or you can complain about it, start a career, show how you can articulate your critiques, and then have fun with it when they're, just bad for funsies. That's one of the things you can do. You can try and write your own properties. You can kind of re-edit and make them more fun. That's what we do with the trailers. Or Rob does mostly. Excuse me. There's some dust in the air. I got a dust in here. Your entire personality, it seems. You do nothing but complain on the Mary Sue about everything from politics to white men to why there's too many white men in things, why there's too many people that you don't like, why this isn't diverse enough, why that's not good enough. Shut your goddamn mouth, Rachel Leischman. You are so hypocritical. Same here. Everybody is, though. I mean, that's all life is, just pointing out hypocrisy. You know, I mean, look at all the people who still go and support the movie Airplane. I mean, it's one of the greatest films of all time. Why wouldn't you? But then again, you'd be really hypocritical if you went around complaining about the GROOMERS all the time and still supported that. So, you know, everybody's hypocritical. This comes as the least shocking thing in the world if you've lived through the last 5 years online with Star Wars The Last Jedi and Marvel and Disney Plus She-Hulk Attorney at Law series being major examples. Because somehow a movie not being up to your own personal standards is somehow everyone else's problem. You can do exactly what you're saying here and not watch it. You don't have to watch critiques. You don't have to watch a negative review. It got so bad with some of these people, I started putting trigger warnings on my Star Trek reviews because they couldn't handle me critiquing it and ripping it a new one and complaining when it was bad. Because they would miss the part where I praise it when it's good. Because I don't qualify every little single thing I say and do online with a million. Now, this isn't an attack on anybody who likes it, clearly. And you can still feel free. And this might be upsetting to people who like this. Who have this as in place of their personality. But for crying out loud, lady, you don't have to see any of this. You can block all negativity. You don't have to be online with it. If I have to block all the people I don't want to crapping see online, you can too. And that's another tangent for me to go off on. If people are mad about people being blocked online, don't have giant gang up pile-ups where you just use that as your personal complaint service and complaint line. Because frankly, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. I'm a YouTuber. I'm not selling you anything but my own jiggle and shining personality. And you don't have to pay for that. But if you'd like to, please hit the thumbs up button. We have a join button. We have super chats. We have Streamlabs. We have all the things available for your viewing pleasure. And just comment, please, and chat. Say, I like this content if you like it. Say you don't if you don't. Hit the thumbs down if you can't stand it. Please hit something on screen, not in real life, because they'll get mad at me for it. But if this doesn't live up to your own personal standards of reviews, you don't have to watch them, you hypocritical woman, you hypocritical woman. What is your crapping problem, Rachel Leischman? What in actual crap is your crapping problem? What, are you in love with this character? For crying out loud. We saw the dancing the killing robot doll. And then Princess Weeks said, we should take a picture next to the Dungeons and Dragons and let me stand next to Chris Pine. Oh no. There she is. That's Rachel Leischman. This is the girl who says we need to shut up online. This is the woman. See, she's a public figure. She has a check mark by her name. It seems nearly constant that we're all just minding our own business, and suddenly one or two of these properties is trending because someone has decided to say something negative out of nowhere. Excuse you? How many times has the Rian Johnson Last Jedi crap been trending? Raylo shipping, all those people, they've been trending. You don't have to click the hashtag, you dummy. You don't have to. If it's that triggering, it happens like clockwork. We're all minding our own business, and bam, someone has decided to act like a movie killed their dog. Or bam, some stupid article writer has to act like somebody killed their dog. Shut your stupid hypocritical mouth. How many more times did I have to say it? She's literally complaining about what she's doing. She's literally complaining about what she's doing. There are movies in this world that I hate, but I just watch them one time and say I don't like them and move on with my life. No, you don't. I know the MO because I am exactly like this, or at least I used to be. You go out of your way to find something istophobic about it because you don't want to appear that way, or you go out of your way to find something. That's another topic for another day. When you get seriously, if you don't want to say anything negative about it, this is what you say. You find something, oh, well, that's racist. Oh, that's sexist. And that's a way to cope with a lot of these social justice-y types. You just find something sexist or racist, and then that'll shut them up, and you never have to deal with them. You know, like if you do hate something, you say, oh, well, I can't stand that Last Jedi movie. It was awfully racist how he had the only Asian woman in there crash a vehicle. Something like that. You do that. You find something racist for it. You find something sexist. And then they leave you alone. And then they shut up. Because it's all a game of who can out-woke the other person, isn't it? But I'm not trying to be woke. I'm just trying to shut them up. And I didn't know it was being woke. But then again, I don't actually have conversations with these people. And haven't in a good 15 years. Before there was even a thing called woke. And I might be making this up entirely for all we know. Because I don't remember doing any of that. I never did any of that. But no, I've seen people do that. They go and say, oh, that's istophobic. That's just because they don't want to like it. Minus how much they hate the movie on a monthly basis. So, what if those seemingly have no other personality and then this vitriol went into the new year and decided to change their ways and stop making everyone else miserable because they decided to not like something? You don't have to see them. You can just block them. Or you take responsibility for your own stupid actions. She-Hulk attorney at law ended in October, and yet somehow we're dealing with guys on the internet complaining about it. Yeah, there's a theory going around that they're just using that to generate buzz. I think Rob had that theory. They're using this to generate buzz about She-Hulk in the hopes they'll get a second season. I don't think it's going to happen, not with Dan Slott throwing temper tantrums. He was saying he blocked 3 bearded accounts, and everybody that they follow, and everybody who follows them, and, Yeah. So Dan Slott, the She-Hulk, one of the She-Hulk drawing here you go. We'll get to that. What I don't like is that the internet loves to either hate you because you do like the show or completely ignore what the series is saying about the toxic MCU fan base, particularly how male fans interact with people. Excuse me, that's because I don't give a crap about you. That's probably why I've never interacted with her. But then again, I don't like interacting with people about this type of nerd stuff anyway online because everybody's just going to argue. I'd rather start a channel, say what I gotta say, complain about it, let the video speak for itself, and then there we go. Comic book writer Dan Slott pushed back against the idea that the show wasn't comic book accurate. Because, well, it is. Nobody said it wasn't comic book accurate. We said it was bad. And ushered a sea of angry replies, mainly men's, because I'm blocked by this guy. I don't know who the crap he is, but guess what? I probably blocked all those beard accounts that you blocked in blockchains. So there, I guess. I don't know. The show divided fans by being anti-men. The reality is the show called out toxic fans who make their entire personality hating the MCU, which is such a small, insignificant little portion of people. This is literally a show only for Mary Sue writers and the 2 women who wrote this show. You can't make a show taking shots at the people you personally hate. Take this, Jill in accounting. Who's gonna understand that. Nobody. That's the biggest problem. You go out into the real world and nobody cares about this. You just run into a random person at a junk shop. They're talking about She-Hulk or whatever, or Star Wars. They don't care about the online crap. So it isn't surprising that the fans who are being called out are the ones who will not stop harassing anyone who dares like She-Hulk. You can like it, just shove it up your ass, lady. But whatever the case is, 2023 started with a lot of people complaining about a show that has been over for months. What if everyone just, got a personality and, did anything else with their time? Last Jedi came out 5 years ago. Well, it is a new year, and of course someone is still mad at The Last Jedi murdered their entire family right in front of their eyes. That's what you act like anytime you don't get your goddamn way, lady. I get it. It gets a little old complaining about The Last Jedi still, but it's still not a good movie. Time isn't gonna make it go away. Alright? When you ask me my opinion of Last Jedi, it's still a stupid Rian Johnson movie. Rian Johnson's it all over itself. New Year, same nonsense. Let's hope this is the last time in 2023 you brought it up. You brought it up out of nowhere. You're like the damn drama channels who can't just shut up about the people they're upset with. I am Mecca, and shut up, Mary Sue! I'm going back to my live chat. Don't you go anywhere. Thumbnail pose. Thumbnail pose! Find it funny, woke shows, make fun of Doomcock, 100% new followers. Why don't they make fun of me? Nobody's gonna make fun of me. Yeah, I just wish half of these people, would come back over here. We still do what we do, and we've never had the opportunities, but I'm here to do my best fighting cancel culture and your cancellation. What cancellation? It's not easy with your fiery nature, though. Growing up, TV edits was misleading. What did I cancel? Who did I cancel? Growing up with TV edits was misleading. Why? Fighting cancel color. What cancel? What did I cancel? Who did I cancel? Thank you, emphasize. What did I cancel?
Excellent!
I don't know what that means. But thank you. I appreciate it. I'm probably going to be making food pretty soon here, and then I'm going to do some What the Dub, probably. So, I don't know. What do you say? What do you say?
Excellent!
I got that going too many times. I still undouble, even though I've got it on. Do I care about the Marvel stuff? Shoot! No. Oh, no. I wanted that tab. Oh, I wanted that tab. Oh, no. I wanted that stupid tab open. Crap. Boo. Or, history. Recently closed. That one. That's the one we wanted. Okay. They're saying this is going to be a disaster. Is this a surprise to anyone? What the Dub is better than Rich Trask. One reason Rich Trask has 4 rounds, What the Dub has 5. Oh, I want to lower it to 4 for What the Dub, actually, if I can. I'd rather do 4 than 5 because 5 is just too damn many and it takes the game too long. But What the Dub does have better clips. And Riff Tracks kind of writes it like you're supposed to be riffing a Mystery Science Theater movie. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not that crazy about the Riff Tracks game. Plus, they copyright claimed me. Oh, speaking of the Riff Tracks game, let me mute all the copyrighty parts. But yeah, I'm gonna try and get it to 4 rounds next time because I don't like doing the super long rounds. So Copyright claim and more. What do you mean more? Well, let's get rid of it. Can we trim those out? Trim out. Continue. There you go. Get rid of them. Just get rid of them in their entirety. So one of their clips, yeah, one of their clips is like, it's claimed too. Unable to trim out. Please try again. Alright, well, close it. And then it can't close it. YouTube's backend sucks. One of those Christmas clips. One of those dumb Christmas clips. But yeah, I think 4 rounds is better because you get more games in and out. You get more of a... Like let's say the first clip gets screwed up. Then you're out all 5 of the clips. So we've got clips that we've never ever seen. We've probably got like 100 clips in there we've never seen. Just because we end up reusing them. And then they skip over. And then... So, all right. What's this? That's nothing. Oh God, the Bleeding Fool one. Bleeding Fool article. I don't know. Do we care about the Marvels, or should I just save that for another day? What do you think? Save it for another day? Yes or no? Because we talked about Willow. I mean, I could probably just leave this live too, and then I'll just clip the. We can clip the thing here. What do you think? Or do you want Rob to talk about... Hey, Rob, you want to talk about the James Bond guy? Yeah, I'll save that. But I do want Rob to talk about the James Bond guy. Because... I don't care that much about it. And he cares more. You marvel. What do you think of this guy, Rob?
Aaron Taylor Johnson?
Mm-hmm.
He's got potential.
Well, they didn't pick him. They're in talks. That's probably who they're
How old is he?
30?
Is he 30? What? Looks younger.
Male 30-something. These are the bare minimum requirements. Do you want to talk on mic here so they can hear you?
Are you recording?
No. Do you want me to?
Oh, no. Well,
I don't think I have that much to say.
I'll be talking about it at some point. Hold on, let me...
Yeah, you'll probably talk it on
Taylor
yours.
Johnson, age 32. Okay, well, he's young enough. Hold on. Speaking of James Bond, it's on Aston Martin DBS today.
Mm-hmm.
Super Leggero. I'm like, hey, who the guy who owns that? You want to do public service and buy me a guitar? you're already paying for the car. I mean, what's the difference? Yeah, just double your payment for 1 month. Yeah, Aaron Taylor Johnson. Okay, put him back. All right, he's a bit young.
He looks like a white rapper.
He's a little unsophisticated looking, but anybody who takes the role, they're going to do some work too. How old?
That's just that picture.
Yeah, that's just that picture. I'm pretty sure we can find a picture of him in a suit. Like you said, but they're gonna do some work with him. They're gonna give him a haircut. They're gonna give him. He's gonna be clean shaven.
No, I don't want Newswire.
The hair is the big. To me, is the big stumbling block there.
I don't like his beard. I don't.
Well, like I said, they're gonna shave him, so he's gonna be clean shaven.
He better be.
But like I said, the hair is the big thing. We're not seeing him with a decent haircut.
He's just scruffy. He looks like an MMA guy.
He's gonna have to. Well, okay, so that's about as close as to we're gonna see. You know, he does look like an MMA guy. Okay, well, actually, yeah. I mean, he's been in a couple things.
He kind of looks too much like Chris Evans a little.
Yeah, they probably want to go. They probably want to go someone a little bit younger so they can get a few extra movies out of it. Because Daniel Craig was in the role for 15 years. He only made 4 movies, 5 movies, whatever it was. Hold on. Casino Royale, Spectre, Skyfall, No Time to Die. Casino Royale, Spectre, Quantum of Solace, No Time to Die. Yeah, 5 movies. Should have cranked out couple more at least.
He needs a haircut.
I want my $2.
We're gonna give James Bond a man one. Mark my words. Thank you so much, emphasize.
Listen, I think
I hope
Barbara
not.
Broccoli. I think Barbara Broccoli is smart enough to know what they did with Daniel Craig didn't work. Yeah, okay, they had a lot of success, but at the same time, really, I mean, No Time to Die was terrible. Spectre was terrible. Quantum of Solace,
This guy looks too much like Tom Hardy
Skyfall was
in some.
what was good when I saw it, but the more I think about it now, I'm like, yeah, maybe not so good. They only made one really good Bond movie. A little younger, 30 years old is fine. Daniel Radcliffe. Now, they usually want someone who's sort of not really a star.
Yeah, Daniel Radcliffe's too famous. What was that?
That was me. Like I said, it's 30. It's somewhere between late 30s and early 40s. They usually want.
Oh well.
Like I said, they're gonna do anybody they get for the role. They're gonna do work on. It's not gonna be Idris Elba. Get that out of your head. It's not gonna be Idris Elba. It's not gonna be that guy Reggie Pat, whatever it is, the guy from Bridgerton. It's not gonna be. It's not gonna be. It's not gonna be Henry Golding.
I don't know. He's got to shave before I got to see him in a suit, clean shaven, with the right hair before I can really say.
That's the big thing. You're not seeing him as James Bond.
Yeah. I mean, he's very scruffy looking in these photos.
Very unkempt. I'm pretty sure. If he did meet with Barbara Broccoli and Michael Wilson, I'm pretty sure they told him, make sure you come in and make sure you wear a suit, make sure you're clean shaven. Because they're gonna want to see how he looks, or at least I think he's smart enough to know that. Get yourself a haircut, get yourself a good shave, put on a nice suit. Pooh will write. I hope not.
Probably will. You watch. You probably will.
They said she wrote a lot of this.
And this one was bad.
She wrote a lot of this one, and this one was.
This one was bad, and we know it was bad.
You're gonna see something you've never seen in a James Bond movie before. Like what? Having to make breakfast for a bratty kid. I'm hungry, Mr. Bond. Go fuck yourself. Pardon my language. Oh, we're past the 8-second threshold.
Yeah, we're fine. Anyway, so we're actually kind of. I want to wrap up here. I want to grab some dinner. So.
Do you have anything for breakfast, Mr. Bond?
No, you can go fuck yourself. Got cereal or else.
There's a man after me, Mr. Bond.
I don't care.
See,
hope you know how to run, kid.
See, he couldn't bear being married to an ungrateful wife and a bratty kid, so he had to go and he had to kill himself. I'd rather be vaporized in a missile strike than go on like this.
And that's what happened in James Bond. I don't know. I don't have a lot to say until you see him.
Remember Austin Powers? Remember? I can't live. I can't bear living without my wife and kid. Austin Powers. Wait a tick. This means I'm single again. I'll behave. That's what it should be. That's what it should be.
But they can't do that. So.
No. I'll behave. And they're just walking naked through the buffet at the hotel. Yeah, maybe.
Speaking of buffet, I'm going to make something. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. It is dinner time. I've been hungry for like 3 hours now. So we will see you on the next video, live stream. I'll probably come back for some What the Dubs. So I'm not going to go away too long. Bye.